Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need a small ball which should be quite squishy. A mat, you should lie it out, side on to me, maybe some water for hydration. We are going to strengthen the core today. Front, sides, and back. Place your ball off to the side and let's get ready to get warmed up and strengthen our core. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Point your toes straight ahead. Soften your knees and lengthen out through your torso. Let your shoulders sit down and back. Lift out through the top of the head and now brace your core muscles, slightly tightening. Take your right hand, reach up. Press the hips forward. Arm out to the side, hinging forward, knees are soft. Left hand reaches up. Stretching back, arm out to the side. Hinge forward at the hips. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge. Keep your knees slightly bent. Inhale, reach left. Exhale, hinge. Knees are soft. Lift up. Now squat down and up. Little squat, sitting back through the hips. Bracing your core. Chest faces forward. Hands on the thighs. Now slow it down. Squat, reach across to the left. Squat, reach to the right. Squat, reach to the left. One more each side. Squat, release the heel. Reach out level with the shoulders, thumb up. Now reach side to side. Reach. Shift your weight side to side. Reach all the way out. Fully extend your arm. Pull back through your opposite elbow. Thumb up. Swivel the foot. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Big deep breath in. Both hands reach up. Take a hold of your right wrist in your left hand. Pull up and over. Lift up. Pull up and over. Come to the center. Open your elbows. Open your chest. Hands come down. Roll your shoulders back. Step your feet wider. Toes slightly turned out. Squat down. Both knees open. Press the knees back like a sumo wrestler. We've got a sumo squat coming up in class. I want to loosen up the hips. Drop your right shoulder down, look over the left. Other side, look over the right. Do that again. Look over the left. Now look over your right shoulder. Come back to the center. Press both knees back, squat a little lower. Now toes come forward. Squat and lift out. Now reach, lunge across to the right. Sitting back, lift up, pull back, sit across to the left, right leg is straight, and lift up. Sit back, and lift up. Last one, sit back, and lift up. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Lunge your right leg back onto the ball of your foot. Reach both hands up. Lean across to the left, opening the front of the right hip. Lift up, open the chest, step forward, other side, step straight back onto the ball of your foot. Reach your hands up, lean across to the right. Come up, pull open, and step forward. All right, I think we're warmed up and ready to go. Just roll your shoulders a couple of times. Pick up your ball. We'll be using the ball for some standing moves. We're going to do each move for about 60 seconds, thereabouts. Start with your feet hip distance apart. Bring the ball into both hands and press in on the ball, like you're squeezing the ball together with both hands. Lift your chest and pull your shoulders down and back. Lunge your left leg back, rotate to the right. come back to the center and step in. Other side, lunge back, rotate, squeeze the ball together and step in. Lunge back, bend the back knee, step onto the ball of your foot as you lunge back, so the ball of the foot touches down, rotate round, center and lift. Ball of the foot, bend the knees, squeeze the ball, lift your chest as you step in. Rotate round, back to the center and step in. Lunge back, rotate round, center, step in. One more time, lunge, rotate, center, and step forward. Now bring your feet, step off your mat for this one. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders and turn your toes out to 11 and 1, just a slight turn out, golf chop. Hold the ball firmly, squat down and chop over your right shoulder. Squat down, chop over the left. Squat and chop. Rotate the hip. Swivel the foot, release the heel. Chop. Squat and chop. Slow and quick. Slow and quick. We're going to do 2 sets of most of our moves today. Squat and chop. Hold the ball firmly. You don't want to release it. And rotate. Squat and chop. Release the right heel as you chop to the left. Release the left heel as you chop to the right. Last one. Chop. All right, rear lunge with rotation. I'm stepping forward, so I've got some space behind me. You might not need to. Hold the ball firmly between both hands. Lift your chest and brace your core. Lunge your left leg back. Lunge, rotate to the right. Come back to the center and step forward. Other side, lunge, rotate, center, and step in. Lunge back, rotate, center, and step in. Rotate round. On that rotation, I want you to imagine that you were wringing out a wet pair of jeans. So you're feeling your core, the center of your body, contracting. One more each side. Lunge, rotate, center, and step forward. Last one. Lunge, rotate, center, and step forward. Now, come off your mat. Golf chop. Turn your toes out slightly. Feet are wider than your shoulders. So you turned out to 11 and 1. Squat down, chop over the right. Squat, chop over the left. Sitting back and coming down. Keep your chest up. Sitting back each time. This develops mobility in your hips and your upper back, your thoracic spine. That's an important aspect for posture, as well as it's strengthening the core. So you're strengthening the oblique muscles in the sides of your abdomen, as well as your back muscles, the ones that rotate. Squat, chop. Last one, squat and chop. Okay, roll your wrist, roll your other wrist, shake out your hands. Sumo squat with a reach. So we're still using the ball. Come into a wide stance with your toes turned out to 10 and 2. So a little bit more turnout than the golf chop. You're going to squat down and change hands. squat and lift up. Now bring the hand up, squat, other side, squat and sit back. Reach up with the ball. Sit back. Make sure you breathe. Exhale as you reach up. Sit back. Open the knees. This reach overhead engages the muscles in your back. It's a good one for posture. Keep your core braced firmly. One more each side. Good. Roll your shoulders back. Now you can stand on your mat or off your mat. Standing on your mat makes this a little more challenging for balance. Hold onto the ball in both hands. Kickstand your left leg. Now hinge at the hip and come up. Move the hips back each time like a slingshot. You move the hips back so you don't just bend forward at the hips, you actually sit back as you hinge forward at the hips. Your gaze comes down so the back of your neck is staying in a neutral position. You keep space between your chin and your chest for another ball. Maybe a smaller ball, so it's neutral for the neck. This is strengthening the back of your right leg as well as your core. One more. Good. Back to our sumo squat. Bring your feet wide apart. Toes are turned out to 10 and 2. Hold the ball in your right hand, alternating overhead reach with a sumo squat. Let's go. Reach and come up, other side. Reach. Keep the palm of your hand facing in, thumb back as you reach up. One hand on the thigh, encouraging you to sit back into that squat. Reach. Good, do it again. Sitting back each time. Good, strengthening the core, the legs, the glutes, so much. One more each side. Sitting back each time. Here's the last one. Kickstand hinge. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Kickstand your right leg. Keep your left knee soft. Left knee is soft. Ball straight down from the arms. Chest lifted. Let's go. Hinge at the hips, sitting back. So draw the hips back. Keep some tension between your shoulder blades so your upper back muscles are working. Sit back each time and lift up. Keep your core braced firmly. Sit back and lift. Draw the hips back each time. Chin off the chest. So your gaze comes down to the floor. You've got space for a grapefruit beneath your chin and your chest, between your chin and your chest. One more. We are going to the floor. We're starting with a move I call the dead bug. Come onto one knee. Put your ball down for a second. Come onto all fours. Roll onto your side, pick up your ball. On your back. Pick your feet up off the floor like you're sitting in a chair. Ball in the right hand. Place the ball into the inside of your left knee. Left hand up, right leg free. Stretch the arm and leg away as you press the hand into the ball. Press your hand into the ball and your knee into the ball. Once you've seen this, look straight up so your neck can stay neutral and just relax. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you bring it up. Stabilizing the core. Such a strong and intense movement. The lower your leg goes, the harder it is. So if you're struggling, keep the leg high like this. One more. Good. Put your feet on the floor, lift your hips up and put the ball underneath your pelvis. Baby walks. So the ball's not underneath your lower back, it's underneath your pelvis. Bring the palms of your hands to face up. Roll your shoulders back and bring your feet close together. Lift and lower one foot, lift and lower the other. Once you've seen it, look straight up. It's just a tiny lift. Lift and lower, lift and lower. There's no movement in the torso. Your abdominals are gripped and braced. Palms of the hands face up, roll your shoulders back. Little baby walks. Breathe, constantly moving the breath in and out through your nose. One more each way. Good. Lift your hips up. Take the ball into your left hand. Put the hips down. Pick your feet up off the floor like you're sitting in a chair. Bring the ball to the inside of your right knee. Right hand up. Press your back into the mat. Stretch out and bring it in. Opposite arm and leg stretch out and come in. Once you've seen it, look straight up. Press your hand into the ball. Press your knee into the ball. The lower the leg goes towards the floor, the more challenging this is. Inhale and exhale as you come in. Press into the ball. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Exhale. You're almost there. 3 and in. One more. Good. Put your feet on the floor. Lift your hips up. Place the ball underneath your pelvis. Directly under the pelvis, not under your lower back. Bring your feet closer together. Palms of your hands face up. Roll your shoulders back and brace your core. Baby walks. Up, down, up, down. Now, you can flex your ankles and just lift and lower the heels. That's a little bit harder. Or you can keep your feet flat, like this, or heels touching, like this. Good. Once you've seen it, look straight up. Brace your core. No movement in the torso. Your core is braced. Shoulders are down and back. Your chest is open. Press your shoulders back. Last one. Good. Now, lift the hips, take the ball, and roll onto your side to face me. Dynamic side bridge. We're going to do a side bridge with rotation. So, first of all, bring your legs back behind you in an L. Then, most importantly, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, shoulders stacked. Now you can lift the hips up into a side bridge and join me here. Now, the easier version is to stay exactly like this. More challenging version picks up the ball and reaches up. Now reach it through and up. And up. Reach through and up. Up. Reach through. Up. One more, reach through and up. Good. Now come into all fours, facing the other way. Keep your ball handy. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Spread your fingers. Bird dog. Opposite arm and leg stretches out. Stretch, hold, hold, and come down. Other side. Stretch, hold, hold, and come down. Stretch, hold, hips square and level, and come down. Reach out, level with the body or thereabouts. Hold, and come down. Reach. Thumb up, palm in, and come down. Reach. Hold. Hold. And come down. Last one, reach. And come down. Last one on the other side. And come down. All right, side bridge, dynamic side bridge. Option here is to stay static. L with the legs. Elbow under the shoulder, take the ball. Lift up, reach. Here we go. Through and lift up. Through, lift up. Through, reach right through, lift up. Reach as far through as you can go and lift. Reach, lift. Now, if you're struggling and this feels too fast for you, slow down. Just find a pace that works for you. Reach through, lift up. Reach. One more. Come down. Okay, put your ball off to the side. We are done with the ball. One last move. Plank. Come onto your forearms. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips. Make sure your shoulders are over your elbows. Lift the feet up. Lift the knees up. So you're on your toes, the balls of your feet, resting on your forearms. Now touch the knees down and lift up. Keep your hips level. You got a straight line from your head to your heels or thereabouts. You're not sagging in the midsection or piking at the hips. Just lower the knees and lift up. Now, if you're really struggling, you can come down and rest on your knees like this. For 3, 2, come down with the hips. Flatten the feet. Pull your elbows towards your pelvis and look forward. Stretching your abdominals. Good, come down all the way now. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back. Hips high, press down through your shoulders. Let your head hang heavy in between your arms, stretching your shoulder joint.
Let your head just fall in between your arms. All those planks, I want to give us, our shoulders, a nice stretch. Okay. Walk your hands in and lift up to high kneeling. Now bring one leg forward. We're going to stand up. One leg forward. Tuck your toes under. Lift up. Stop halfway in a squat. Hands are on the thighs. Come all the way up. I like to take my time coming up. It's easy to get a bit dizzy when you've been on the floor. Okay, stretch. We are going to stretch and then you're done. Okay, feet at hip distance. Step back with the left leg. Flex the right foot. Hinge at the hips. Reach down, scoop the arms. Lift up. Pull your elbows back. Step forward. Other side. Step back. Hinge at the hips, flex the foot, scoop down, scoop, lift, pull back, and step forward. Let's repeat that. Step the left leg back, flex the ankle, hinge at the hip, sitting back, scoop, lift, pull back, and step forward. Other side. Step back. Flex the ankle, hinge at the hips. Now reach down, scoop, lift, pull back, and step forward. Bring your feet hip distance, circle the hips. Or a little wider if that's more comfortable for you. Keep your knees soft. Other way, circle the hips. 4, 3. Now side to side with the hips. 4, 3, 2. Big deep breath in. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, sitting back. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and hinge. Lift up, roll your shoulders back 2 times, step off your mat, rotate side to side, reach and reach, scoop the arm, around, around. Now scoop back the other way, open, open, opening your chest. 4, 3, 2 more. Open the chest. 1 more each way. Now roll your shoulders back. Separate your feet comfortably apart. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Take your left hand out to the side and flex the wrist. Now press down through the heel of your hand. Push that hand all the way down, pressing down through the heel of your hand. Lift up. Tilt your left ear over to your left shoulder. Stretching the right side of your neck. Bring your right hand up. Flex the wrist. Now push down through the heel of your hand as you keep your head tilted to the left. Push down through the heel of your hand. And lift up. Roll your shoulders 2 times. Big deep breath in, reaching up. Both hands up. Now pull down on the left, reach up right. Other side, reach up left. Let's do that again. Reach up right. And reach up left. Both hands up, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Roll your shoulders back. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed class and you feel strong and stable through your midsection we did a lot of stability training as well as dynamic movement for the core. Thank you so much for joining me.